Desertification is an issue. Okay, what causes desertification? Basically lack of rainfall, lack of water. Now you know the drought California is going through. Half of California is becoming a desert again because they don't have water. Right? So you need two things to stop a desert from going forward. Is adequate water and ground cover, trees. Right? You hear of desertification of the Aravallis and the Rajasthan desert moving into NCR. You must have heard about it. Why? Because the Aravallis were a barrier keeping the Yamuna basin, whole thing, away from the desert. But then there's mass felling of trees, and the speaker is not very good. It's more of weed than anything else. But the rainfall pattern has changed recently. You know? In fact, the whole monsoon pattern is changing due to climate change. So there used to be a low pressure in the Bay of Bengal, and that used to suck water all up to North India. Now what's happening is that trough line has moved south. And it's giving a lot more rain to Orissa, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, and Rajasthan got a lot of rain this time. So you may find that Rajasthan starts getting green, and West UP and all starts getting dry. So that has climate change has a big role to play in this, right? So now, how do you stop a desert moving forward? You have to first make a barrier. Either you make a barrier of trees, or you have a natural barrier, and then you have enough water to grow something, to hold the soil. That's all there is to it. But the biggest problem is a change in rainfall pattern. If today was a freak year, I hope it was, but if this becomes a norm, whole fruit security will go for a 6. Not impacted my land in the sense that I have been into water conservation for some time. You notice I've got sprinklers all over, and I use rain guns for irrigation, and I've changed my cropping pattern, where my dependence on water is reduced. Like we have a little low-lying area where we used to grow paddy. I don't grow paddy anymore. I stopped growing wheat, which requires more water. So now I've changed over to a pattern of oil seed, which also requires maybe 2 waters for the whole thing, one swing and one in the middle. And pulses and millets. Millets require very little water. So you're changing your pattern so that you don't use up so much of groundwater. We were totally degraded.
Okay.
When you're coming and you take the turn on the right side, you see all the degraded land.
Yeah.
And you go ahead, you see sandy area. So this shows that. 1,500 truckloads of farmyard manure.
Okay.
Are you all from Delhi?
Yeah.
No. Okay, Vasant Kunj used to have, Delhi used to end at Vasant Kunj. And there was that Masoodpur dairy area. And in those days, transportation was not very expensive, so we used to get one truck of gobar for 700 rupees, including transportation.
700. Oh, back then.
Then now it's 5,000.
Yeah,
So we plowed in a lot of that thing, and then we did something known as green manuring. So there's certain green manure crops that are known as dhecha.
Yeah.
So you sow that and you plow it in. So what happens is you start building up the soil by giving it organic matter. That's basically how you build it up, slowly. And we had a very lovely lake over here, huge lake, which was a catchment area, which is gone now. So anytime you wanted water, we just put a pipe on the lake, a pump, and he pumped it out.
Yeah.
It was easy. This was the lake in front of my farm. What happened is the lake used to backflow and go down the valley. There was no road from the main road coming here. We had to come all the way from Faridabad down the Sona road and come here. I couldn't quantify that because I'm not at that border area. Right? It can't be an individual person, huh? It has to be a big government project.
Okay.
Right? But to do that, okay. Have you heard of a place called Yamuna Nagar?
Yeah.
They made the YSL canal through Yamuna Nagar. Yamuna Nagar was a desert area.
Okay.
Now it is one of the most productive belts. Okay?
Yeah.
Because first you have to supply water.
Okay.
Now, how do you supply water over here? Don't forget, this part of the land is higher than the riverbed. How do you supply water? That becomes a problem.
We need pumps.
So only other way of supplying water is go to the ground and pull it up.
Yeah.
That's not a win-win situation. So that becomes a problem. So when you have a natural barrier, like the Ravlis, then you protect the Ravlis, and that acts as a barrier to stop the desertification.
Okay.
Because the indigenous trees over here do not require a lot of water. They're already trees that are growing in arid areas, so they grow in this area.
The natural barriers are much more efficient.
They're more efficient.